Hi folks, it's David here. Thank you so much for all your likes and comments on my latest video, the Ghostbusters theme. So I thought I'd just like to give you a little insight into how I put it all together. So I've got 9 sequences set up for the song, starting at the beginning with the intro and then working the way through to the end. The tempo that I set it to was 115. And the first sequence is the introduction, which is the strings sequence, which is this one. So there's four bars of this playing. And that goes into a short repetition of that piece, but then going into the drums, which then bring in the introduction. So still using the strings one voice, repeating it, and the drums that I'm using for it are the 80s Kit 1, surprisingly enough, to give this piece. So it's just one bar of that with the drum on the end, and that goes straight into the introduction, which the parts that I'm using for that are, I've got Syn Brass 1 on voice 1, I've got 106 bass on voice 2, the 80s Kit on 1 on the drum part, and I've got this saw and sub bass. So if I just single those out, let you hear them. So that's that piece, and then we've got we've obviously got the drums. Just single the drums out for you. So let's bring them all together. And then that goes into the fourth sequence, which is a continuation of the introduction. And then that repeats obviously for a few times. We go into the first part of the chorus, I'm not afraid of no ghosts, which is I had to split it into 2 parts because it runs over 8 bar. It runs over to 8 bars. So the first 4 bars sound like this. And then the second section, the second 4 bars sound like this. And then that goes back into pattern number 4. And then that repeats again with the same 2 sections for the chorus. Then it goes back into the main verse again. Then we've got a variation of the chorus, which sounds like this. I'll just single that out for you because there's a few parts going on there. And that's analog poly 3 creating that sound. We've also got the bass is changed slightly there. And the drum pattern changes very slightly too. together. And then that goes into again, this is split into two 4-bar sections, so the second 4-bar section sounds like this. And then that goes back into the fourth sequence, which is the main verse. And the end bit, which I quite like, is the bit where it says busting makes me feel good. So that goes into another sequence, which is this last one, sequence number 9. It's just a repeating sequence. This is of 4 bars. And then back into the main verse again. Which carries on until the end. And obviously on top of that I had a sample of the Ghostbusters shout, which was recorded on the Akai here, brought in manually when needed, and also used my guitar on the throughout the whole song to create that nice sort of guitar part, which sort of runs sort of on the same level as the rest of the instruments. A little bit hard to pick it out, but it's definitely there, and without it, it doesn't sound as good without the guitar as it does with it. At least that's what I think anyway. Now, I hope you thought that was interesting. Sorry I can't do a more insightful demonstration on how it was all put together, but hope you enjoyed that, and thanks again for all the likes and comments. Hope to bring you some more videos again soon. All the best from me. Bye for now.